think overall just physicality. We got a lot of guys back, and they really competed well. Having the offensive line back, all five starters back there, getting DeLeon back, Trey back. We were really physical in the run game, and that's what we wanted to be throughout spring, and I think we got that accomplished.
You have a lot of battles. Have you seen people taking over, whether different positions where positions are up for grabs?
Yeah, I think you see some guys who made some moves, but we want a lot of those competitions to run through summer and into fall camp and really try to maximize those competitions. It just makes everybody better.
And that would include quarterback too. There was no separation today, was there?
No, we kind of do that on purpose. You let one guy would go with the ones, then he can be with the twos, then he can be with the threes. We're just trying to get a ton of reps throughout the spring, and then really fall camp will become the competition part of it. Throughout the summer, we're going to monitor those guys, and it's up to them how good they want to be. And I told them in the meeting, they decide this, I don't. So we'll see who separates themselves through summer and through fall camp.
Think about DeLeon and Trey and how well they've been running this spring.
Yeah, it's been good to see. Those are two guys that we're going to need to lean on with a younger quarterback, and so with 5 offensive linemen coming back, we feel good about where we're at in the run game. We have some things we got to clean up in the pass game, obviously, but we're going to need to lean on those guys.
What did you think of Jet and McLean tonight?
I had some good, some bad, some throws they'd want to have back, but overall, I think I've been pleased with the operation, and now it's just really getting the nuances down, being comfortable in the system, and at our position in this offense, you got to be in attack mode at all times, and at some point this spring we're kind of on our heels and letting the defense dictate what we do, and that's not how we play that position here. And so we got to get more comfortable in the system and work through the summer, work through fall camp, and we'll get there.
At receiver, you held out a couple guys today, and there's a couple other guys that missed a bunch in the spring. Whether it's inside or outside, is that kind of a TBA because of everybody, how many guys you bat out?
Yeah, no question. A lot of our veteran players that we're counting on didn't either go through spring or didn't play this last week, and so to get through summer, fall camp, probably have some more additions. We'll have a deep, stable wide receiver. We just got to get them all healthy and get them out there.
How pleased were you with Mr. Hatfield? He at least made a couple of field goals today.
He did a nice job, and he had a really good spring. He's been healthy. He's kicked off well, too. That wind was blowing pretty good, and he seemed to push that ball through it. So I was excited for him. I'm proud of the way he's handled everything, and he's come back strong.
General message to the team going into the break now that you need to get stronger, faster, know the playbook better for the fall?
No doubt. I think we'll have our exit interviews with the position groups, and then I'll meet with those players individually going into summer break and make sure they understand where they're at and what they got to get better at.
What did Deshaun have that he didn't play tonight?
Deshaun. Which Deshaun?
Jay Johnson.
Oh, Jay Sean. He had a shoulder. Banged up his shoulder.
What do you think of the plays that John Davis made there at the end?
Yeah, he's done a nice job. He's one of those corners that, for a young guy, he'll take risks and sit on routes, and that's fun to see. He's competitive. He doesn't just fly out of there and give up easy throws, and I like that about him. So all spring he kind of sat on stuff and made some nice plays.
You thought about Leggett and the way he's flashed his safeties on this spring?
Yeah, he's been a nice surprise. We knew he was fast, athletic, but I didn't know he'd stick his nose in there like that. Really a sure tackler. He flies around and has picked up the system pretty quickly.
Thoughts on Royals? He had an opportunity today and kind of made the most of it.
Yeah, he's done a nice job. I mean, he should still be in high school. He's got to develop physically without question, but he competes. He's very hard on himself, which you like because he wants to be a good player.
Is he a guy that's just surprising how few teams recruited him out of high school as well?
Yeah, I mean, as you know, being out here in West Texas, there's a little bit of a West Texas bias when it comes to recruiting, and some guys get overlooked out here. If he was maybe in the Metroplex, it probably would have been a different story because he's tall, he's fast, he's athletic, he's tough-nosed, blocks really well, so he checks all the boxes for us.
What can you say about how much the defense has seemed to improve in the last year and a half?
Yeah, it's been great. That's a plan that Coach Gibbs has had. When he first took over, he didn't try to make any quick fixes. He recruited his guys and developed them, and now they're juniors and seniors, and they're understanding what he wants. They have a culture going, and it's exciting to watch. I'm excited to see how they develop through fall camp, and we should be much improved going into next season.
How do you think things went with Coach Johns and just the development of him being around the guys and just getting comfortable with him?
I think it was good. I think he, through however many months he's been here, 2 or 3 months. He's starting to understand how we operate offensively, and our guys have responded well to him and the way he coaches. I like what I've seen from him.
Do you think this team can be right up there with the turnovers they caused last year?
That's the goal. That's the goal. I think they kind of have a nose for it now. They believe they can do it, and that's the way they play.
If the interception there in the first half that Jet threw to Octavius down on this end, it was 3rd and 6, if I remember right. You think he was just throwing it up because there's not really a penalty in a setting like this, or was that
Yeah, I think he's got to understand. You know, you're in that field position. That's a ball. It's got to be us or nobody. They brought a blitz. You know, didn't throw as hot. Kind of just took a shot to TJ, which I'm good with. But if you're going to do that, it's got to be us or nobody.
And speaking of TJ, are his continued drops a concern?
They're not. You know, that was, he didn't have his best day today, but the last 2 practices we had out here, he practiced really well. So I think, you know, it's just an off day for him, and he's got to continue to develop, but he can be a very good player for us.
What's your schedule like the next few months?
Well, the coaches will get out on the road recruiting, and I'll be here doing a lot of those exit interviews all day for a few weeks with the players. And then June gets here, and we start our summer camp. So that'll be pretty much it until we take a little break in July.
Thoughts on Daquan at H and how he did this spring?
I was proud of Daquan. He's sat for 2 years behind some really good, talented players, and he never got frustrated. We moved him outside, inside, and he found a role there at H and really played well. He continues to get better. He's a very hard worker. He's a tough kid, never complains. So you root for a guy like that.
Couple more. Who was the most improved player in spring for you this year?
If I had to say one, probably offensively, Dante Thompson. Really been impressed with him. We've found a nice role with him, whether he's blocking or playing the Y. And then defensively, Octavius Morgan has really come on as a corner. He had his ups and downs last year. You know, mentally, I think he had to mature some, and he's really approached it in a whole different mindset and competed well and really had a nice spring.
Coach, just generically speaking, these positions that are up for grabs, when you have your individual meetings, will you tell one that they're a little bit ahead or a little bit behind?
I won't. I'll basically lay out what they need, what I think they need to improve upon to do it, and then just talk about, you know, it's going to be a results-oriented business, and it's up to you to get there. So you want to see who's willing to pay the price throughout the summer with the film study, with the academics, with the extra work, and make sure they understand that they decide. It's not a coach's decision. It's who plays better.
I think we made steps in the right direction. We've become a lot more disciplined, and we execute plays to how Coach Gibbs wants us to execute them. And I just feel like we're taking a step in the right direction for sure. We definitely got better.
You feel like the confidence is starting to grow with this defense?
Yes, sir, I do. I honestly believe that we gained a lot of confidence over the spring, and just over this past off season, we really just come together.
Even though it's just a spring game, like having this win, what does it mean to you guys?
Just for us to go out there and just compete and win every day is really the motive. So for us to actually capitalize the day and come out with a win is definitely great for us.
Do you know what they're going to have you focused on in the offseason yet?
It'll probably be just the same things we've been doing, trying to stay disciplined and continue to do as he say, you know, whenever he say.
Vontae, from your perspective, you get to see what these quarterbacks do as a safety better than anybody else. So what are you seeing out of QB competition this spring?
It's a great competition to me. I honestly couldn't tell you who's the better guy. That's just my honest opinion. They all have their own things they do that's different. They all unique in their own way. So I mean, it's a great competition for sure.
What are you seeing out of Bowman as a freshman so far?
Oh, he's definitely stepped up to the plate and shows that he wants to compete, and that's awesome coming in as a freshman, fresh out of high school, just to be able to come in and do the things that he's doing. At the level that he's doing is definitely good.
For all the guys that redshirted last year, I guess who's been the most improved from the defensive backs that you've seen?
Just overall in general, it may be Adrian Fry. He showed a lot of improvement, but I mean we have we have a lot of guys that stepped up to the plate and showed a lot. I mean, just off the top of the head, I can understand Tommy, one of the safeties, as well as John Davis, another corner. So them guys have stepped up and they play a big role for us. They give us the depth we need for sure.
In terms of Adrian, I guess what has he done to kind of make you feel like he has been the most improved? Is it just footwork? I guess what has he done specifically?
First off, he's a hard worker. he tries. I mean, he definitely thinks the game. Not only that, he comes to like I said, he comes to work every day, and for him to show us that not only us as an upperclassman can work, but also him as a lower classman, that's like leading from behind almost. Like I don't know how to explain it, but he's definitely stepped up and he's just showing a lot for us.
How good have the linebackers been for you guys?
My linebackers are great. That's my honest opinion. I haven't had too many runs come up on me, so.
You see them continue to just feed off each other and get.
No doubt about it. They continue to grow. You got Rico pushing Jordan, and you got Dakota pushing Rico. There's a lot going on, and with linebackers, and them guys they're showing out for sure. I can agree.
I did well, just come out here trying to execute and try to get better every day. I just grow a bond with everybody and just become a better team as a whole. So I feel good in the way that we've grown as a team. So.
What's the quarterback competition been like for you?
It's been good, we're just out here competing. We're all friends coming out here having a good time. So just taking what we get, whatever we get, we come out here and try to execute at a high level and just try to earn the role.
Do you feel like you're the leader in the clubhouse going into the summer, or do you have that impression?
All of us are doing a great job. All the QBs are doing a great job coming in and trying to take that next step. The coach is always talking about taking the next step, take the next step. So it's really big, and we're coming in trying to be vocal leaders and just coming in and just trying to improve on that. So.
What's the coach trying to get you to improve on most?
Accuracy, just hitting spots. So that just comes with throwing the ball and trying to just go out and throwing the ball every day and just trying to improve on your game, critique your game in any way that you can.
How are you doing with that?
I'm doing well. I feel like I'm doing well. Yes, sir. Doing well.
And you
What would you like to work on over the summer? Because Coach Kingsbury said it would be basically up to you guys to decide who the starters for all these position spots that are up for grabs. So what would you like to improve on the most?
Over the summer, a lot of the guys to get together, improve our chemistry with the receivers. Try to throw every day with those guys. We all try to work on our accuracy, pick spots, learn the offense better. You can go out there and you can work on your game. Just going out there an hour throwing the football, you can go out there and you can make a lot of improvements. So.
Out of the 3 scrimmages, how would you say you've progressed in all 3 of them?
Just playing confident and just going out there and executing, just believing in everybody that they're going to do the right thing and just taking control of the offense and trying to run with it.
How much did that start help you last year at the end of the year?
It did. Learning that game speed, it's a lot different. Practice reps are great, but that game speed is different. Being able to get that was, you get a feel for it and you want it. So.
Since you go up against them all the time, how's this defense? Where do you think they stack up since you're playing them all the time? They've been really tough. They've been getting balls from you.
They're tough. They show up every day. They're ready to work. They come in and they don't back down from anything. They're ready to go every day. They've done a great job over there of just showing up and coming to work. So.
Does it help you be confident to know that whenever you do get to play, that they're on the other side for you?
Yeah, it's really good that they come and show up every day because it's making you better. It's making everybody better as a player. The O-line, quarterbacks, receivers, it makes everybody better just because they show up every day and they make you work.
Describe your touchdown pass there toward the end to Daquan. Just kind of how that played.
It was just a little pop pass, just trying to hold the fake, trying to get some of the guys to bite down, and Daquan did a great job of finding some space over the middle, and it turned out that he caught it in stride and made a guy miss, and he got in the end zone.
So you had that series early also where you completed like 4 of your first 4 passes. Seemed like you're pretty sharp.
Yeah, it felt good. It felt good when things are rolling. Everybody's great, but we hit a little low in the middle of the scrimmage, and I'd like to see us be able to pick that up and keep on working and fight through that, and just handle adversity. That was a little middle of the scrimmage, kind of got a little adversity, and need to learn how to fight through that.
I say communication. Communication is something that I feel like as a group we, excelled at this year. We can look at each other and tell each other what each other's jobs is to do at that particular moment. So that's something that.
You feel like you guys on that side of the ball are just starting to swell a little bit?
Yeah, I would say so. Just defensively, honestly, I feel like the whole defense's confidence has gone up a lot.
How about yourself? You worked pretty hard to get yourself in outstanding shape and lost some weight. How good do you feel about your spring?
I feel really good about my spring. I feel like, leading up to the season coming up, September 1st, I'm excited for this season for sure, especially because it's my last, so I'm very confident.
What do you think your pass rush on that. You got credit for a couple of sacks.
Yeah, I mean, it was easy sacks, though. I mean, it wasn't like, came off the edge on free, so I wouldn't say it was anything special, but yeah.
What have you seen from the quarterbacks?
I mean, I would say as far as all three of them, they're all mobile. So, you know, if they can run, we'll run the ball. So that's something that I feel like our quarterbacks are really good at this year. They'll step up and run if they need to.
What about Allen? Just 18 years old, not even barely out of high school.
I feel like he's going to be, you know, a very special player. You know, especially if he does get an opportunity this year or whenever. Either way, you know, he's still going to be a really good quarterback. So.
What do you think of that drive when, at the end, when you guys were when the offense was trying to score and you kept him out of the end zone through every play? What can you say about that?
I mean, that's just something that, as a defense, you know, we look to do, just stuff to run if we can. So.
Just kind of give you bragging rights with the offensive guys that you kind of hold over their head all summer. Where you kind of have that looking down.
Yeah, I would say that. I mean, they'll know when we go in the locker room. We'll talk a little bit of smack. So. Yeah.
Of the three scrimmages, which one would you pick as far as the best for the defense, performance-wise?
I mean, I feel like today, you know, we did our thing, but I feel like when we went to Frisco, I feel like we might have got the ball more than we did today. But I feel like defensively, we try to get better at each one or each scrimmage we had.